It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. Chooses to bring this one out. Not much on the return. Should have kept that one in the end zone as the tackle's made at the 15-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Going deep right away. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. West right there. Angel. Yep.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Completed left side to Smith. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Lorenzo Carter there to bring him down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Go.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your play, but makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Able to hit Hall, complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28.
Here we go, Scott.
Throw right side, caught by Smith. that one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, our pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set your...
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Breece Hall with the touchdown. On is Cade York for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is York to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Play action on 1st down. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Wide open down the field, and he has it! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans finish off their opening drive. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Folk with a point after. And the Titans start off well to tie things 7-7. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle up that return immediately.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Here we go.
They go right back to Hall. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Don't jump. Ready? Jump, jump. Right.
From the 24. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The rookie from Penn State makes the play. And the Titans get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. To the house for Tennessee. Touchdown! The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Titans take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Xavier Gibson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
They start the drive with Hall. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Off play action, it's Fields. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Fields on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Easy. Here we go. Right.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Open space inside the 40. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Jets get it down to a single point. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
You're good on the point after. And the Jets tie things up at 14. Now he's York to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing from the gun. Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 4. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He finds Sanders. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action on 1st. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Titans will have a first down. Now a give to Sanders, coming left. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a second quarter lead. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Gibson now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
A give left side for Hall. And they beat him to the edge. That run stops back at the line. Offense up to the line fast. Give on 2nd to Hall. Across the 45 and still going. And he's down to the 42-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Here's Hall once more. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Fields now, third and long. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Well, Kate, I'm not sure what you were thinking when they bring the kick unit out there, and I don't even know what kick they were blocking. But all I know is there was utter chaos. And that play was ending in one of two ways. A quick throw and an easy score for the offense, or that locomotive barreling across the pocket for a sack. They got the latter, but I don't know if I'd recommend it again.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And the Jets return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. You got it. Mini base. Line up. Right.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. Then he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets parlay the interception. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Jets tie this game at 21. Now he's York to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He loses the football. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Here we go, set!
Running it after the penalty. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. The Titans looking for a score before halftime. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. Check go.
He'll throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Back now, pressure on its way. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
2nd and 10 now. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down.
Viking 18. 18, Pioneer. Check.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And this is the first time he's been called on today. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw Fields. That one's intercepted. And the Titans will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception, and that return on top of it.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Set up.
First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
They get 6 and a first down as well.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Let's go.
Sanders will take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take the lead just before halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And no return, as this is going to be a touchback. And with our new kickoff rules starting this year, the ball only comes out to that 20-yard line. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Here we go, son. Angel. Hey, Monday.
Fields on first down. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Second down and 10, Fields. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They'll throw on third and long. He fires one deep down the middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Handoff here to Sanders. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Shot. Check go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Sanders running dead ahead. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. That's a 9-yard pickup, and it gives him a 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On third down, Pollard. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. We'll get a timeout now as they head out for an injured player. And not someone they want to see hurting. Tony Pollard, the one in need of some attention. And the direct snap goes to the up man. He's going to go for it. And he's caught before he can challenge for the first, so the fake doesn't work, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, son. Go.
They start the half with a give to Hall. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, son. Right.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down.
Hey, camera. Here we go.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Right.
Fields now on third. Finds his target, Hall. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets start the second half with some needed points. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. York good on the point after. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
Trap 60. Shut up. Cougar 19. 70 race.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pass caught by Ridley. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Jets are starting deep from their own territory here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good. Right.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here we go.
They run. Here's Hall. Room to work at the 35. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go. Hey, 10.
Off play action, it's Fields. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Up. Hey, 10.
Now Fields. He's loaded another one up. He's got it deep downfield. And in, touchdown, New York. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Jets tie this game 35 apiece. On now is York to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And that was a disaster of a return. They're going to start near their own goal line.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
On the give, it's Sanders. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Kate, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
So they give away the lead on the safety, and now they're going to have to give away the football with a free kick. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Go.
Hall running between the tackles. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Jets push this to an 8-point game. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets push the lead to 2 scores now. Now he's York to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he doesn't get very far on the return, just beyond the 5-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Keep it rolling, boys. Keep it rolling. Score these guys.
A give to Sanders, running right. Oh, and the ball is out in the end zone. And he gets to it in the end zone. This is going to be a touchdown. The Jets capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. As soon as that football hit the ground, Brock, we were just waiting to see, would it be 2, would it be 6? Who's going to get on it? It all came down to who jumped on it first.
Yeah, and in that mad race to the football, Kate, it was 6 points that won out. They were alert. As soon as they hit it and forced that ball out, quick to get on it before anybody on offense could try to salvage things and limit that significant damage.
You're good on the point after. And the Jets take a 16-point lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Trying the inside handoff to Sanders. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Got that cheat code, offense.
Ridley, the motion man left.
Ready?
Here's Sanders once more. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is. But after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
5 DBs out there for the Jets. 3rd down.